Hey, this is Sayan and Pinaki. Welcome to our channel, Toto Company Ghorafera Jana. Come on, let's go with us to the historic journey of ancient French Bengal. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon and watch the entire video without skipping. The name Chandannagar is composed of two elements, of which the latter is Nagar meaning city and the former may be Bengali Chand meaning moon, alluding to the shape of the bank of the river Hooghly. Bengali Chandan meaning sandalwood. Local tradition holds that the city was once the major hub of the trade of sandalwood. Chondi, name of a goddess. Earlier the city was known as Forashdanga, from Bengali Forash, French, and Danga land. Chandannagar came into being during colonial times, proved conclusively by the fact that no mention of the town is found in medieval Bengali texts like Chondimongol and Monshamongol Kavya. Historians are of the opinion that the French created the town by amalgamating various smaller localities in the area. The three notable villages to be incorporated were Gondolpara to the south, Boro in the north, and Kolishani to the west. The name Chandannagar can be first found in the later dated 1696, intended for the officials of the French East Indian Company, dispatched by André Bureau d'Islands and Parle, French officials posted in Chandannagar. The first director of the French East India Company, Bureau d'Islands, paid 40,000 coins to the Mughal Subedar in 1688 to gain control of the area and build a factory there. But the first Frenchman to possess any subsequent land holding in this area was Duplessis, who bought land of 13 arpents at Boro Kishanganj, now located at North Chandannagar for Taka 401 in the year 1673 to 74. The prosperity of Chandannagar as a French colony started soon after. At this time, the company establishment consisted of one director and 5 members who formed a council, 15 merchants and shopkeepers, 2 notaries, 2 padris, 2 doctors, and 1 Sutradhar. The army consisted of 130 foot soldiers. 20 among them were native Indians. The Fort d'Orleans was constructed in the year 1696 to 97 and was better defended than its French and British counterparts. After the initial success, the French trade languished due to the lax policy of its directors. In 1730, Joseph Francois Dupleix was appointed governor of the city, during whose administration more than 2,000 brick houses were erected in the town and a considerable maritime trade was carried on. The population of the city reached to be around a lakh at this time, and the fledgling town of Calcutta was considered to be a poor cousin of Chandannagar. From the Dupleix time to 1756, Chandannagar was the main center for European commerce in Bengal. The city had thriving centers of trade involving opium, indigo, silk, rice, rope, sugar, etc. The fine clothes of Chandannagar were exported to Europe. One of the premier men of the town who made it big at this time was Indranayan Chaudhuri. He had arrived at the end of the 17th century from Jeshore as an orphan shelter at his maternal grandfather's house. He secured a job at the company out of his own industriousness and then went on to gain a tremendous fortune being associated with the bargaining trade of the company. When the East India Company seized his house after the siege of 1756, cash and jewellery worth 65 lakhs was secured from his house alone. Nandadulal Temple, a temple to Krishna established by him, still houses the secret chamber in which he reportedly hid his immense fortune, which was later recovered by British General Robert Clive. Maharaj Krishnachandra of Krishnanagar would often come to him to lend money, In 1756 war broke out between French and Great Britain, and Colonel Robert Clive of the British East India Company and Admiral Charles Watson of the British Navy bombarded and captured Chandannagar on 23rd March 1757. The town's fortifications and many houses were demolished thereafter, and Chandannagar's importance as a commercial centre was eclipsed by that of Calcutta, situated downriver. Chandannagar was restored to the French in 1763, but retaken by the British in 1794 in the Napoleonic Wars. The city was returned to French in 1816 along with a 3 square meter enclave of surrounding territory. It was governed as part of French India until 1950 under the political control of the Governor General in Pondicherry. By 1900, the town's former commercial importance was gone, and it was little more than a quiet suburb of Calcutta, with a population of 25,000. Chandannagar is not only important for French colony, but also remarkable for its ancient heritage like Jagadhatri Puja. The ancient history of Jagadhatri Puja in Chandannagar is unknown even today. It is wrongly believed that Indranaran Chaudhuri introduced the Jagadhatri Puja in Chandannagar in manners similar to Raja Krishnachandra of Krishnanagar. The time of beginning of Jagadhatri Puja in Krishnanagar was 1762. Indranaran Chaudhuri died in 1756. So, Indranaran Chaudhuri by no means introduced the Jagadhatri Puja in Chandannagar. The beginning of Jagadhatri Puja in Chandannagar probably dates back earlier than 1750. Indranaran Chaudhuri performed the Jagadhatri Puja at his own house in Chandannagar. At the time, Krishnachandra used to come to borrow money from Indranaran Chaudhuri. The father of Krishnachandra had started the puja of Jagadhatri at Krishnanagar. Due to missing out once the puja of Durga by being locked up in British prison, once Krishnachandra's ship could not reach Krishnanagar in time for Jagadhatri Puja due to weak winds. So he performed on day of Navami the puja at the ghat of Nichupotti. Seeing in this the wish of the goddess to be established as a puja in Chandannagar too, he left funds for its yearly worship on a permanent basis. In 1780, Bengal Gazette of James August Hickey was the first newspaper of this country. The newspaper was silent about the Jagadhatri Puja, but the Friends of India published a report on the community Jagadhatri Puja in 1820. The date of the community Jagadhatri Puja in Chandannagar was 1790. In those days, Robert Clive called Lakshmiganj of Chandannagar the granary of Bengal. The Jagadhatri Puja at Chaulpotti in Lakshmiganj is probably the historic example of the ancient community Jagadhatri Puja. The Jagadhatri Puja of Chandannagar breeds the past and the present. If you like our video, please make a comment, share the video and subscribe our channel. Press the bell icon too. Very soon we will come with vlogs in English and Bengali as well. Thank you. Keep well.